Hey, everybody that will jump on in. I said I was gonna definitely try to come back, and so I am back. I'm actually supposed to um, do another live video um, on another platform, but I thought I'd jump back on here since I promised that I would be coming back on. I was live earlier this afternoon, but I had a podcast interview with another podcaster, and the conversation was great. That episode will be coming out a little bit later. I will be sharing different clips and letting you guys know when that's going to air on her podcast called Rising and Rooted. And her name is Tara. That is her podcast. And I just love everything that she's doing. And just, what us as women and men are aligned. When we're aligned with our purpose, it's easier to connect with our purpose and do what is needed of us. So it was a great conversation, and I can't wait till you guys hear it. This is Coach Karen Oliver, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit like and subscribe and share. But just wanted to come on back on again, and just want to talk a little bit about becoming the purpose that you are. That was a little bit about what we were talking about today on the podcast interview that I was on. And I just want to share a little bit, just a little bit of my thoughts about becoming the purpose that you are. You are the purpose, and that's what we have to understand and identify first. That you are the purpose. You are the brand. You are the voice. You are the person that is behind the purpose that you are. And we have to identify and we have to know what our purpose is. I've even heard some people close to me say that they haven't found their purpose, but I believe they know their purpose. They just haven't realized, and I think that they're just ignoring it or running away from it. And that was my story too as well. I knew all along I knew what I was supposed to be doing. And I think that it was fear that was having me ignore it, because I didn't want to go through the challenges. I didn't want to go through the hustle and bustle of an entrepreneur. I didn't want to go through the sweat and tears, but it's all worth it. And we're still going through some of those things. Let's be real, and let's understand we're still going through some of those things as we are building our business, as we're building our purpose, as we're creating new things, as we're pivoting new things, as we're adding things onto our purpose and brand. It is it's challenging. And I say it for myself. I can just speak for myself. I knew that I was running from what I was supposed to be doing, because like I said, I was thinking in my mind, like, I don't want to have to go through these challenges. I don't want to have to go through these periods of dry seasons. But you're going to have to go through that. That's the only way to go through that, um, to succeed in life. You're gonna have to go through those dry seasons. Hey, girl, dad. Hey, everybody coming on. If this is your first time, let me know where you're tuning in from. But I just want to encourage you all on this afternoon is that you're gonna have to go through those dry seasons, and be honest with yourself. You know your purpose. I know there are some people that really haven't tapped into their purpose, so they may not really know. I would say very few, but a lot of us, we know what we're supposed to be doing, and a lot of us know our purpose. We're just running. And I just want to tell you that time is running out, and that you need to tap into your purpose. You need to face up to your purpose. You need to be honest and say, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to work the purpose that is called on my life, the purpose that I'm destined for. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to help others. I'm ready to help myself. You got to face it head on, and you got to be honest, and you got to be ready to say, hey, I'm all in. I'm all in. because I know that I have a purpose for a purpose. And I shared that too on yesterday, that you have a purpose for a purpose. You're not just here existing. It's not like you're here existing in La La Land. You're not in La La Land. Um, you have a purpose. There is something connected to you. There is a purpose connected to you, because your purpose, of course, it's just not for you. It's for others who need to come out of different things and come out of different challenges. And it starts with you yourself, because a lot of us, we have a story, right? A lot of us have a story, and some of our stories we haven't even begun to share with others. We got stories that we can probably write a book about. A lot of us have stories. Like now, you don't even have to write your story on a piece of paper. You can share your story through audiobooks now, you guys. I mean, the world needs to hear it. And you need to get in touch with your purpose if you haven't now. And if you need help, and if you're facing an identity crisis, yes, I call it an identity crisis, because we are not subject to accepting who we really are and who we're really called to be and to become. Um, as a coach, as a master life purpose coach, I do one-on-one individual coaching sessions, and I also do group coaching sessions. Some people, again, as I say, are not comfortable with sharing certain things, and that's okay, because you have to be comfortable enough to share that. And if you're not comfortable enough, and then I wouldn't ask you to share anything on a group coaching call. So that's why I have individual private coaching sessions. That's why you call it private personal coaching sessions, because a person want to get to a place where they are okay with sharing in a group setting. And so again, if you know that you're at a forced stop, or you're at a stop where you don't know, or you don't know what you should be doing in your purpose, and then I definitely can help you in that area. And I just wanted to share that, because we talked a lot about that on the podcast, about just becoming, and just how we have to focus on um, ourselves and our purpose. We have to focus on what we're called to do. And we know that we all have a call to do in our lives. And if we don't start reaching for the stars, who's going to reach for the stars for us? Nobody else is going to reach for the stars for you. So you got to be able to reach the stars for yourself, and be that person, and become that person that you know that you're supposed to become. And so I hope this definitely encouraged someone, just as it encouraged me. Um, if you are, if this is your first time, I see some comments. If this is your first time, let me know where you're tuning in from. Um, so I just want to share with you all, um, get in touch with yourself. And that's the first key. I also want to share that too, before I go. Get in touch with you. Get in touch with you first, because that's going to help you identify what you're supposed to be doing, and how you're supposed to be doing it. And you got people that you can confide in. You got people that is around you. You've got people that you can confide in, and maybe some of you don't have people that you can confide in, but pray about that. I would say prayer is always a key, or first key in my life, that I'm going to share with you, especially if you're a believer. The key is to praying for those people, those right people, to be in your corner, for the divine connection, praying for divine connections of people that need to be attached to you, so they can push your purpose, and so they can encourage you, and so they can help you along the way, because you just don't want anybody I'll say this, you just don't want anybody breathing on your purpose. And when I say you just don't want anybody breathing on your purpose, meaning that you don't want somebody who is just going to talk down on you and tell you that you can't do something, or you don't want anybody trying to um, connect to your purpose, or trying to steal ideas, or steal agendas from you, and they're just latching onto you because they want something. They're not praying for your vision. They're not praying for your purpose. They're not praying for what you're called to do, but they're trying to take. You don't want anybody connected to you that's trying to take away things. Hey, Rory, thank you for joining. If this is your first time, let me know where you are tuning in from. But you don't want people trying to take things from you. You don't want people leeching on to you. Yeah, we used to call them leeches. You don't want people leeching and draining your purpose and what you're called to do, because people can influence you to change your mind quick and make you think that you don't have a being, or that you don't have anything to do in life. And we know that that is not true whatsoever. So you need to get around people that is going to encourage you, and that is going to lift you up, that is going to push you, that is going to motivate you. But before you get motivated, and I heard this too before, and it's so true because I've shared this as well. You've got to be inspired to be motivated, because you're not just going to get motivated on your own. It's not going to just be like, oh, okay, let me get up. I'm real motivated today, energized. I'm motivated. I'm going to do that thing today. You got to be inspired. You got to be inspired first before motivation comes. And before inspiration, as you guys know, as the owner of WCD Coaching, my coaching practice, my motto is um, being committed, so you can activate the purpose and manifest it. So my thing is, before you even be inspired and becoming motivated, you've got to be committed. You've got to be committed to you. You've got to be committed to your purpose before inspiration and before motivation comes. And so that's what I pretty much teach on. So um yeah, I hope that you all, that this helps. And it's definitely inspiring me as well. And so again, you guys, I am going to try to release an episode this week. I did not release a episode last week. I'm in the process of picking dates um, to record. If you have a story and you want to share it on the Dream Fearless podcast, please feel free to email me or click the link in my bio to schedule a consultation. Hey, Amy, thank you for joining. You want to make sure that you email me, and share and let me know what your story is and what you can share on the Dream Fearless podcast. If you have not listened to any episodes, I recommend you to go to Dream Fearless podcast on any platform, and also go to Labor and Love podcast on any platforms. Labor and Love is our new second YouTube channel. We're just in season 1 on the Labor and Love podcast, but we are now in season 5 on the Dream Fearless podcast. Hey, Dolores, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So you want to make sure that you listen to the episodes and listen to what resonates with you. The Dream Fearless podcast is an extension of my coaching practice. We started the podcast right before I started the podcast first, and then the coaching practice. And so I'm excited about that. And you guys know that I am also, too, just want to share this before I go to that, I am actually doing webinars. And I have webinars and presentations that I'm actually sharing leading up to the day of the release of my book. I'm working on getting it edited and published now. I don't have a release date as of yet, because I have not talked to the team. Well, I'm waiting for my team to share that with me once we get everything done, and once I get the copies and look over them first. But I am doing singles workshops, and that is for single men and single women. And um, I know some of you may have heard me before. It just entails I'm going to share tips and vital tips on practice your how to practice your spiritual practice, how to keep yourself pure, and how to keep yourself going while you're waiting and desiring to get married. And like I said before too, even if you are in a relationship, even if you're in a relationship and you want to get it right, you want to do the right thing, feel free to still sign up for the webinar. There is a registration link on my LinkedIn page. I think the other two classes have already passed because I did them in August. No, I did them like a week ago. So I am gonna put up some more dates. I'm gonna put up some more dates. But I think it was like a week ago. Well, I shared two dates where I was gonna do a webinar. And so as soon as one sign up, um, I would do that presentation and that webinar. But if you're a single woman or you're a single man and you're desiring to be married, I'm going to be doing webinars on how to continue to strive to keep yourself things to do. Again, like I said today, like working in your purpose, doing what you need to do. Um, if you are struggling with the desires of your heart. I'm going to share vital ways to um, keep yourself inspired, keep yourself committed to the promise, and keep yourself motivated while waiting on your spouse. So if you would like to sign up for any of those workshops, feel free to email me in the bio or contact me. But I hope this all helps you all. I hope you guys have a great night. Happy Well Labor Wednesday. And I will see you tomorrow for Therapy Thursday. Have a good night.